kind of start off with some baseball stuff, and then we'll get into like the really fun stuff after that.
All right.
And when you see my notes, though.
Sure.
So, your brother Travis drafted by the Phillies. Do you think there was any in his experience that helped you sign here with the Iron Pigs? Since he was with the Phillies for a couple years.
Nope, that was just coincidental. Although I did know some of the coaches that they have and coordinators. Just when I went to visit Travis when I was still in college, Travis had already signed. Travis signed in 2007. I signed in 2008 out of Pepperdine. So after my sophomore year, that summer I went to go visit Travis and see what it was like in pro ball. And so I guess the very first bit of pro ball that I got to witness was through Travis with the Phillies. But yeah, to answer your question, it's just coincidental.
Excellent. Now, you had a little bit of an injury at the start of the season. Certainly affected your start. I think it kind of affected the team start. What do you think about how your injury affected the start of not only your season but the Iron Pigs?
That's tough to say. I mean, there are a lot of different factors in April. It's very cold. The injury you're talking about is when I fouled that ball off of the joint in my foot, right?
Yes.
That was painful. Yeah, it was a bone bruise. I couldn't walk the next couple days. It was bad. When I came back, fortunately, I hadn't really missed a beat. I just tried to keep things very simple, and I think that simplistic attack helped me a lot.
Perfect. Now, you played, you have actually a history in Pennsylvania. State College Spikes, Altoona Curve, of course the Pirates. Here's the Iron Pigs. But you also played for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, is that true?
Yeah, I did.
Talk about playing baseball in Alaska.
Okay, well, first of all, it never gets dark that time of the year. That was very interesting. The road trips were fairly long, except when we were playing the other team in Anchorage, the Anchorage Bucks.
The Bucks.
I believe.
Played in Mulcahy
Yeah,
Stadium.
I had so much fun playing there. It was a blast.
A lot of fans come out to the game, pretty many?
Yeah, that was my first taste of being away from home and playing for a long time, which I knew I was going to have to do once I went into college. Little did I know that it was going to be in Anchorage, Alaska. But like I said, it was a great experience. I got to gel with my teammates. I was gone for roughly 2 months, I think, which is the longest I'd ever been away from home. It was really cool. I formed some very strong relationships with some guys that I still keep in touch with.
Now, also, not only the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, but the Cape Cod Baseball League, right? You know, the movie Summer Catch with Freddie Prinze Jr. So how about talking about some history of the Cape Cod League and you know what your experience there was also in college, right?
Yeah, that was after my sophomore year in college. I went to that's right where I was before I visited Travis, actually, from our previous question. I played for the Orleans Cardinals. I played with some guys that I've seen in pro ball there, actually, like Mark Soboleski, Tyler Perry, who's a pitcher with the Detroit Tigers for a little bit. He was a hard thrower, 100 miles per hour, that kid. But,
What's it like hitting
Cape
what's
Cod.
it like hitting a 100-mile-an-hour fastball? What does it look like coming at you?
Seems like a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, but just a lot faster as it gets on you.
Yeah.
They tend to be straighter, though, because they're coming in so hard. It'd be hard to have movement. You know, those pitchers that throw in the upper 90s that have the movement are untouchable for a reason. You know, the Klubers and all those guys, they're doing very well for a reason.
So then, of course, Pittsburgh Pirates, and obviously PNC is a great place to watch a game. Was it just as fabulous to play there as well?
It's gorgeous. Yeah, I love playing for Pittsburgh. You know, being up in the big leagues is every ball player's dream. You know, I look back and think about my times with Pittsburgh, and it makes me really happy thinking back. I've made great memories there and great relationships, just like I have every baseball team.
Now, before every game, take a bunch of kids out, stretch with them. We call them Chase's Kids. I don't know if you have a name for them yet. Perhaps you can use that. Small royalty fee involved. But talk to us a little bit about, you know, before the game with the kids and what you think it does for them and what does it do for you?
Okay, well, that all started last year when I was in Indianapolis. I just suddenly had this thought in my head while I was signing some kids' baseball cards. You know, let's just take them out and have them stretch with me. And they loved it so much, and the parents thanked me so much. So I did it the next day, and it would become a weekly thing. I was doing it on Sundays and getting to know a different kid each day. See, I've gotten to know a kid named Timmy here really well, and his dad, Fred. Every time Timmy comes, he comes in a full uniform. Pigs, he's got cleats on, he has our outfit, it's great, I love it. I pick him up and he's out with me for 15 minutes running in center field, stretching. It's cool, just reminds me that we're here for the fans, and it reminds me of when I was his age. You know, I'm sure it would have been really cool if I got to do that. And it's just as special for me as it is for them.
That's awesome. And we sure like watching it too. And I know the kids certainly enjoy it.
Yesterday was, I wasn't expecting yesterday to be, I wasn't expecting to have an army in center field with me.
There was a lot of them yesterday for sure.
Yeah, just one kid after another. Then all of a sudden, a big line of them came flooding down, and I was just asking myself, why not? Not many players are out stretching yet. Let's just go to center field and come right back. And
I'm sure it's something they'll never forget.
Yeah.
Not to change the subject too much, but why PS4 over an Xbox?
I think it's sporting games. The show's not available on Xbox.
Which, sorry to interrupt, leads to my next question. You're playing MLB The Show. Who do you play as?
Oh, who do I play as? You go random.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Did you ever
exhibition game?
Did you ever catch for the Mets?
Have I caught for the Mets
In MLB The Show.
and pretended to be Travis? Yeah. I haven't. But that's a good idea. I should have by now.
Make sure you put it on YouTube or Vine or something.
I will.
That's good. That's good. You can cut stuff, right, Cheryl? So did you get Madden yet? You have Madden at all? I know it's still baseball season, but
no, I don't have Madden.
No Madden. You play Madden at all?
I have. I really like playing football. At Pepperdine, in college, we didn't have a football team, so I'm not that close to college football teams compared to other people. Like my dad went to SC, my mom, both of them, they met there, and they have a close tie there, and they enjoy watching USC games, but I don't share that same enthusiasm for college football. NFL football, I really like watching because you're just watching superior athletes. I like the Steelers a lot.
Okay.
I happened to be there when they won it in was it 2008, I believe, 8 or 9. It was awesome. It was a great experience.
Pittsburgh is a sports town and rivals Philadelphia right up there with, sports complex and the teams, good stuff. But definitely Steelers.
Yeah, I remember that year the Ravens were a tough beat for the Steelers every time. They always had really good games that season.
Now, when we started talking to you earlier, we mentioned the heart and soul of the team, and I got to tell you, I've been watching baseball a long time, 40-plus years. I actually still play it on an over 45 hardball team.
Yeah.
And out of all the players I've ever watched, you come out here and you're having a good time every time. It doesn't matter the winning streak or the losing streak. Mm-hmm. It's almost as if you're stepping on the field for the first time, every time. Mm-hmm. And I got to tell you, as a fan, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it anyone that inspired you to be that way? Is it just kind of your natural personality? And how do you think you could inspire other people to just treat the game like you do what you love every minute of it?
Yeah. I guess at one point in time, I realized that I was putting too much pressure on myself and not having enough fun. And once I did realize that and I tried just letting go and having fun, I was playing better. So I think there's a direct correlation right there. When I go to center field before the game and I stretch out there by myself, I do a couple stretches, but one of the more important ones is when I'm facing up. And when I'm looking up and I see all the lights around me and I feel like I'm in the center of the stadium, it's calming. And it just helps me appreciate life. I mean, I'm in the middle of a baseball field right now, playing baseball as a job, and it's easier for me to enjoy my job more so than others, perhaps, because I don't have a normal job and I don't know what it's like. But I can only hope that in the future, whatever career I have next, I'm enjoying just as much as this.
Baseball coach sounds good. Did you have anything else, Cheryl? Oh yeah, we want to talk about some pictures we have here. Not sure what's happening here.
This is part of a handshake that Jordan Danks and I have.
Okay.
Basically, at this point, he's just revived me from the ground. He'll rub his hands together, clear, and then I pretend like life has just come back to me. And then he picks me up.
That's a handshake.
Yes, it's part of a handshake. Yeah. Seems like the teammates are enjoying it here.
Yeah, see, was that Logan Moore there? He's having a good time.
I like being a goofball on the field.
No, I think it's all part of what we talked about before about just loving the game and playing it as if it's your first time. And I hope whatever you take away from here at the Iron Pigs, take away that as us, hardcore fans, we love watching Chase Darno play baseball for sure. I got one other thing here for you. I don't know if this is the last time. When's the last time you've seen this last? But
my first hit. Yeah.
That's his first major league hit. Darno is going to hit for.
So I know probably you've been asked this question before, but maybe not for a while. Maybe you had a chance to think about it. But as you're rounding first base, it almost looked like you were saying something, like maybe you said "wow" or something. Do you remember that, or were you just breathing hard? But what was your thought on your first major league hit, a triple?
I was probably breathing hard and doing a little bit of self-talk. Who knows? Like sometimes I blurt out things when I'm running or right after I swing and get a hit. Stuff just comes out sometimes. I have no idea. I might have been rounding first and seeing the left field there, and here we go. And then just running and just focusing on getting there as fast as I can. I rounded second base and saw that I could make it, so I just continued on and had my first hit.
That's great. I think we finished it up. Will you have more pictures?
Oh, Adam Morgan.
Yeah.
He's cool. I like that. He's fun to play with. There's me being goofy. There's always been swinging. And there's Adam just being a great guy, as he normally is. Cheryl took this photo, I believe, right? Yeah. She takes great photos.
She's our photographer, and we love her. The Iron Pigs, oftentimes. She's been on what cover 4 times this year? On the Iron Pigs program cover. Oh, great.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. She deserves it.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
Always captures great moments.
Yeah. Do we have other ones, huh?
Oh, heck yeah.
That's part of another handshake. So, Russ Kanzler, about maybe a month and a half ago, he had that minor oblique injury. But leading up to that point, and I hope this didn't attribute to the injury, we had a handshake where we would repeat this part of a movie where the girl goes up and the guy catches her and holds her in place, and her arms are like this, and I would play the girl in this handshake, and Russ would be the guy. And so this is me after I jumped, and he's holding me up in the air, and I'm just trusting him 100% with my body weight. And yeah, just looking forward. It was fun. I wish that you could see Russ down here, but that's all right. The cameraman's got to do his job. So
We know Russ is in there.
Yeah. That was funny. And here's Blake Forsythe, another great guy. I miss him. Yeah, I liked having him on the team.
Yeah,
he did a great job.
He was good young talent. But you know how baseball goes. That's one thing with AAA baseball, minor league baseball. We get to know you guys, and some guys come hang out with us after, at our tailgate, but everybody leaves. So we got to appreciate the time while you're here. And like I said, I don't want to gush too much, but we certainly love watching you play, and no matter what. I mean, just look at Chase. Look what he's doing. Just having a good time, no matter what. And you know what? It reflects on the rest of the team. And I think, despite what the record was this year, and good times or bad winning streaks or losing streaks, Chase was smooth, straight the whole way. It was always Chase without waving.
Thank you.
No, for real, dude, for real. If you never played, you're going to play a long time, but.
I've been told.
But
it's not the first time I've heard that.
I think we can probably end it with, if you could give some young kids advice on how to how to play ball like Chase Darno, and how to make it through Pepperdine and Los Alamitos High School and make it to the pros, and what would you say? Young kids.
Jeez. One of my first coaches said to me, be on time, and do things right. And those are 2 rules that I always try to follow. And just care about others. And that should take care of everything. Just be appreciative. It's very simple.
Perfect.
Stay focused, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Chase. Appreciate it. I'd certainly love to see you here for a couple years, at the Phillies for a couple more, but wherever you may go, we'll be watching for sure. And, good luck and God bless to you. Thanks a lot.
See you, Jason. Thank you very much.